The Tunguska event, a mysterious explosion in the Russian wilderness. On the morning of June 30th, 1908, the skies over the remote Tunguska region of Siberia, Russia, were lit up by a massive explosion. The blast flattened trees over an area of around 2,000 square kilometers, 770 square miles, and was heard hundreds of kilometers away. The Tunguska event, as it came to be known, is one of the most mysterious and unexplained natural events in modern history. The exact cause of the Tunguska event remains a mystery to this day, but scientists and researchers have been investigating the phenomenon for over a century. The leading theory is that the explosion was caused by the airburst of a large meteoroid or comet fragment in the Earth's atmosphere. Eyewitness accounts of the event describe a bright, fiery object streaking across the sky before exploding in a massive blast. The force of the explosion was estimated to be equivalent to several megatons of TNT, and it caused a massive shockwave that flattened trees over a vast area. Despite the enormous devastation caused by the explosion, no impact crater was ever found, leading scientists to believe that the object exploded in mid-air before it could strike the ground. One of the earliest investigations into the Tunguska event was conducted by Leonid Kulik, a Russian mineralogist who visited the region in 1927. Kulik was the first person to document the scale of the devastation caused by the explosion, and he collected numerous samples of rocks and soil from the site for analysis. However, due to the political upheaval of the time, Kulik's findings were largely ignored by the scientific community. It was not until the 1950s that interest in the Tunguska event was renewed, and a number of expeditions were sent to the region to investigate the phenomenon. One of the most notable of these was a joint Soviet-Italian expedition in 1958, which was led by Russian scientist Vasily Fezenkov and Italian physicist Giuseppe Longo. The expedition collected numerous samples of soil and tree rings from the site, which were analyzed using radiocarbon dating techniques. The results of the expedition's analysis suggested that the Tunguska event occurred sometime between 1908 and 1909, and that the explosion was caused by a meteoroid or comet fragment that was around 50 meters, 164 feet, in diameter. The object is believed to have entered the Earth's atmosphere at a speed of around 30 kilometers per second, 67,000 miles per hour, causing it to heat up and explode in a massive blast. Despite the numerous investigations and studies conducted over the years, the exact cause of the Tunguska event remains a mystery. Several theories have been proposed, including the idea that the object was a small black hole or a piece of antimatter that collided with the Earth's atmosphere and exploded. However, these theories have been largely discredited due to the lack of evidence to support them. One of the most compelling theories is that the object was a comet or meteor that exploded due to a buildup of pressure from gases trapped inside. This theory is supported by the fact that no impact crater was ever found at the site of the explosion, and by the presence of microscopic particles of extraterrestrial origin in soil samples collected from the region. The Tunguska event is a fascinating and enigmatic phenomenon that continues to intrigue and baffle scientists and researchers. It has inspired countless scientific studies and investigations, as well as numerous works of science fiction and popular culture. Despite the many years of research and analysis, the true cause of the explosion remains a mystery, and it is possible that we may never know for sure what happened on that fateful day in 1908. One of the lasting legacies of the Tunguska event is the awareness it has brought to the potential danger posed by near-Earth objects, such as asteroids and comets. The explosion demonstrated the devastating impact that a large object entering the Earth's atmosphere can have, even if it does not strike the ground. It is estimated that there are thousands of near-Earth objects in our solar system, and efforts are being made to track and monitor these objects to prevent a catastrophic impact in the future. In recent years, researchers have used modern scientific techniques to study the Tunguska event in more detail. In 2013, a team of scientists from the University of Bologna in Italy used data from the European Space Agency's Planck satellite to create a detailed map of the microwave radiation left over from the explosion. The map provided new insights into the size and trajectory of the object that caused the blast, and supported the theory that it was a comet rather than a meteoroid. Despite these advances in our understanding of the Tunguska event, the mystery of what exactly caused the explosion remains unsolved. The Tunguska event remains one of the most intriguing and unexplained phenomena in the history of science, and it will continue to capture the imagination of researchers and the public for many years to come.